with the we need to interact with the
Audio is missing. Is it audible? Rahul is audible now?
Yes.
Uh, Sorry, sir. I think Rahul sir might have faced some network issues. So I'd like to welcome you all to the another session of the Enlightened webinar series. Today we have Ms. Neha Sharma. She will be discussing some of the major topics like Right for the Earth, electric bicycles at the foremost of sustainable mobility. She's the co-founder and CEO of Geosporty. And I welcome you, ma'am. The session is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll be sharing my screen for the presentation and then we'll start with the presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Sorry for the connections. Blessing you introduced. Yeah, no?
Yes, I'll be introducing myself
Yes,
first.
sir. Yes.
yeah,
Carry.
yeah. You completed, or I will.
Yeah, so my name
Yeah.
is Neha
Okay.
Sharma.
Fine. Yeah.
I'm co-founder and CEO of Co Sporty Electric Cycle. I'm also president of WICCI, Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Delhi Manufacturing Council. So we have this Go Sporty electric bicycle that is an eco-friendly and hassle-free companion to commute in cities traffic. So first of all, I'd like to thank IEEE PES Kerala chapter for organizing this industry expert interaction to bridge the gap between academics and industry. So we'll be starting with the discussion. We'll be basically exploring the intersection of sustainability, environment, and technology. So we'll be talking about sustainable in the area of sustainable mobility. So taking electric bicycle at the forefront of sustainable mobility. So exploring the environmental advocacy with respect to the mobility industry, will be highlighting the role of electric bicycle as a symbol of sustainability. So, in this discussion, we'll be talking about the challenges, we'll be talking about the opportunities in electric bicycle industry, and we'll be talking about the transformative potential that e-bicycles have in reducing carbon emission and also promoting healthier lifestyles. So, moving forward, if we talk about global carbon emission, as we all know, limiting this global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius has become very critical for the Earth. Because why? If we talk about 1.5, actually the temperature has already surpassed 1 point. Rise in temperature has already surpassed 1.1 degrees Celsius, and as a collectively advocating for the environment, we need to limit it at 1.5 degrees Celsius. As you can look at the presentation itself, you can know the impact 1.5 degrees Celsius, if it is going to achieve what impact it is going to have on the earth. On droughts and wildlife, it is going to have 2 months average drought, 41% more burnt area in wildfires. It is going to impact on food, wheat, rice, maize, soya bean production will suffer. Even coffee production will also suffer. So rising sea levels will even displace a lot of millions of people living near coastal areas. And it is going to impact on even rise in 1.5 degrees Celsius is going to have impact on the earth so much. You can imagine what 2 degrees Celsius, 3, 2.5 degrees Celsius is going to do for the earth. So while advocating, environmentally advocating, I call for the like people should switch for the sustainable modes of transportation, in which electric bicycles play a pivotal role in the category of like they are the greenest mode of transportation. If even if we do comparison between electric cars, all the kinds of transportation in electric vehicles. Electric cycle is the greenest mode of transportation if we look at the carbon emission accounted through electric bicycle. So by choosing electric bicycle for the mobility and transportation, we are contributing towards the lowest carbon footprint compared to all other forms of transport in mobility. So electric bicycle definitely could reduce million tons of carbon emission annually. So if you must have like known recently COP28 was organized from 30th December to 30th November to 13th December. So we definitely advocate um, uh, uh, for looping everything that goes into a circular economy, that advocates for using less, eliminating waste. So this is all that comes behind advocating for the electric bicycle as a sustainable mode of transportation. Even if we look at the government policies and everything, Delhi has recently made a EV mandate for cab aggregators and delivery service providers to switch to electric by 2030, because they are also going towards advocating for the environment, for a collective goal that we need to achieve. And if we talk about like Toyota, we'll take the example of Toyota Corolla. Toyota Corolla, if you take example of Toyota Corolla, it is contributing. If we talk about like this gasoline hybrid car of Toyota Corolla, it is contributing towards direct emissions. Like if we run it for 100 kilometer, gasoline, the Toyota Corolla which is running on gasoline will contribute to 17.5 kg of carbon dioxide. And Toyota Corolla, that is hybrid Toyota Corolla that is running for 100 kilometers, it is contributing to 12.1 kg of carbon dioxide. Whereas if you'll ride a electric car that is running for 100 kilometers, it will contribute to 0.57 kg carbon dioxide. Of course, ideally, carbon dioxide emissions are not zero for electric vehicles, but they are very less, very, very less. And it also very, very less as compared to the direct emission that are coming from the gasoline or hybrid mobility vehicles. So if you take example of like Toyota Corolla, electric Toyota Corolla that is getting charged by a non-renewable source of energy, and that is getting charged by a renewable source of energy. Even if we do the comparison between the two, if it is we are getting it charged by renewable sources of energy like solar and electricity coming from a generated from a solar power plant, it is 0.7 kg carbon dioxide. If the electricity is getting generated from a this non-renewable sources of energy, it will be contributing to the emissions of 5.2 kg CO2 carbon dioxide. So you can see the major difference between the both. And if you look at the electric bicycle, it is contributing even very, very, very less than electric cars. So you can account for the impact that riding electric bicycle will make for reducing the carbon emission in our environment. So going forward to the next slide, we look at the promotion of cycling and sustainable mobility. Definitely, cycling does have health benefits, but here we are talking about electric bicycle. That means cycle that is being electrically driven by a battery through a motor. So we are using lithium battery into the system. So we are giving an efficient system to account for the reduced carbon footprint, in the place of electric scooters or electric motorcycles that are being used in the mobility. So talking about the health benefits, obviously if we talk about conventional bicycle, they are like they account for some kind of exercise you need to do. But if you talk about electric bicycle, they are a very low exercise sustainable mobility vehicle. A big why the low exercise is involved in the same, because you can ride the cycle in 3 modes. You can switch it off and ride it mechanically, just on human efforts. You can switch on the electrical circuit. Either you can ride it like a scooty on race on throttle mode, and on the third mode you can just you don't need to race it, you can ride it just on pedal assist. Partially you will be giving the human efforts, partially you will be riding it on battery, so that will make it very efficient for you to ride, considering the health benefits, additional health benefits that it's going to provide you. As mentioned, definitely it among all the kinds of um, um, mobility, electric bicycle is the most sustainable mode of transport that one can use for their commute. Obviously it comes in the category of micro mobility as for now, but battery technology advancements are being made, and we look forward to like larger energy density and and more technological advance that will account for larger kilometers of commute through the same kind of model, or same kind of, like we are using electric bicycle for larger kilometers also. So as for now, we are using we electric in our industry, electric bicycle comes in micro mobility. So if we are considering electric bicycle for commute, we are considering like we are riding it for like 25 kilometers on throttle mode, or 30 or 40 kilometers on throttle mode. Other than that, you'll be riding it on pedal assist to achieve more kilometers in a single charge. So as a community, if we if we are responsible, because choosing a transportation is no longer a personal preference, it also contributes to the community well-being, to the health of the earth, to health of the earth. So we need to consider all these things and all these parameters as a responsible citizen who accounts themselves as responsible for the earth. So considering ourselves in that category, choosing electric cycle is the most sustainable mode of transport that we can do. So we will account it as a symbol of environmental freedom, definitely, and also sustainability. So freedom from fossil fuels, as we have already seen in COP28 recently held in Dubai. Fossil fuel treaty was being signed, was proposed through 80 countries to phase out use of coal, gas, and oil, to phase out fossil fuels. That's the urgency of climate change, that the urgency of limiting the temperature to 1.5 degrees Celsius. That's the urgency. So because the whole world is looking forward to this urgency and calling out to phase out fossil fuels, that it can be the only way to limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius, and limit the temperature and limit the worst consequences that we can face. So it's becomes a global responsibility, it becomes a collective responsibility to make people aware about the eco-friendly choices that we can make in every industry. It is not only about mobility, it is not only about mobility industry. If we look forward to agriculture also, if we look forward to any kind of industry, we call out for making eco-friendly choices and follow the triple R. We all must have understood this concept of triple R: reduce, reuse, recycle, and also repair. And the concept of circular economy is also getting uh, accounted in the same. So, talking about the sustainability aspects of electric bicycle. Yes, if we talk about the sustainability aspects of electric bicycle, we already use lithium battery to power the motor to ride the electric bicycle. And there is a concept called life cycle assessment. From the point we are sourcing the materials to make the electric bicycle to the point of disposing the electric bicycle at the end of the life, we should consider the sustainability aspects in the entire life cycle of our electric bicycle. So considering the sustainability aspects of electric bicycle in the electric bicycle industry, currently only the battery is being recycled, is being accounted for a recycling purpose, because we have agreements with recycling companies. At the end of the life of the battery, they collect the batteries from us, they sell it to recycling companies elsewhere, and it goes into the circular economy. It goes into the circular. But apart from the battery, there are all other parts. We should be responsible as industry leaders and as industry experts, that every part that we are sourcing to make the electric bicycle, when it reaches the customer, we should have a robust system to collect it at end of life. It should not go into the garbage. That will not be considered sustainable. We should collect everything, and we should rotate it into the recycling structure. So that should be ensured by the industry leaders, not into mobility kind of industry, in every kind of industry. So talking about us, we are only looking, we are only taking care of the battery aspect as of now, but we are looking forward to make everything, to do life cycle assessment and incorporate everything into a recycling structure. So that is the sustainability aspect of electric bicycle. Now we'll talk about the challenges of electric mobility industry. Yes, battery technology, as we say, there are no direct emissions. The battery which are being used in the electric bicycle, they are not contributing to any direct emission, but definitely there are indirect emissions at the side of where the salts are being mined and everything. So research is ongoing. Researchers are doing a lot of work in making batteries green, and we look forward to the more greener batteries in the coming time. So they are looking forward to making batteries that are using less amount of resources, that is going to store more energy in the less resources, that is going to get the charge fast and that last long. So they're doing a pretty good work, and hopefully we'll get some result in the upcoming time. So infrastructure challenges are definitely there with respect to electric bicycle, because we definitely require proper road lanes for electric bicycle, because that is a significant challenge with respect to the accident and safeties. So it is very important and crucial to have dedicated lanes for electric cycles to ensure the safety of the riders. So that more and more people are encouraged to use the most sustainable mode of transport. And definitely there is a lack of awareness. Most people in tier 3, tier 2, or tier 4 cities, even I personally have interacted with them, they are still not aware, as if a product known as electric bicycle exists. They are aware of electric scooters, but they are still not aware about the product that electric bicycle exists. Even if some portion of people are aware, they don't know how electric bicycle works. It works on 3 modes. You can run it on paddles, you can run it on run it like a scooty, you can run it on paddle assist mode. So there is this gap between the industry and reaching out to the people to create the awareness. So that needs to be taken care of by the industry in the coming time. So opportunities, when we talk about the opportunities in the electric mobility industry, there is a very huge opportunity in electric mobility industry. But when we combine electric mobility with the environment, with the climate change, that is also a very that also provides a huge opportunities. As we already know, Zerodha's founders is recently made a statement that the next trillionaire is going to be the one who is solving climate change problems. So as I already told, advancements are going on, researches are going on battery technology, and the proposed future research that is going on battery technology is, researchers are already doing a lot of work on making a high voltage lithium ion batteries, because the nominal voltage right now for the lithium batteries we are using for NMC, it is there are two kinds of lithium batteries that are commercially used in electric vehicles. One is a lithium phosphate battery, and the second is NMC battery, that we commonly call in layman language as lithium ion battery. Lithium phosphate battery is not used in electric bicycle because it has a low energy density, and we need to take care of the space. We have a lot of space constraints with respect to electric bicycle, because we need to accommodate the battery in the defined space. So we take care of the packing factor, we take care of the space constraints and everything. Considering that, we need high voltage lithium ion batteries so that we can get the more capacity in the same space. So high voltage lithium ion batteries are on research for more than 4.5 or even 5 volt. And also solid state cells. Hello. Okay. So yes. So research is also going on to make to achieve high energy density in the case of solid state cells, because if I do comparison between lithium batteries and solid state batteries, there is a wide gap between the energy density. So that is not accounting for or motivating the industry to use it in electric mobility segment. So researchers are trying their best to achieve high energy density and long cycle life in solid state cells. So also research is going on to move to chemical conversion systems such as lithium sulfur, lithium air, because they are abundant in nature, they are abundant on earth. So if we are using them, that means we are using less. So that is the goal that aligns with the sustainability. So the research is getting oriented, advancement in battery technology is getting oriented towards making batteries green in such a way. So obviously switching to naturally abundant systems such as sodium and magnesium based batteries will solve the problem. So definitely government incentives and support is needed. As for now in Delhi, we have a subsidy for electric bicycle, we have a subsidy for cargo type electric bicycle also, that is comes in the category of last mile delivery vehicles that is being used by delivery persons. So government is providing subsidy for cargo type electric bicycles also, for this urban commute electric bicycles also. So this kind of support is needed all over India or even all over world to motivate people uh, for choosing, for making a preference for the electric bicycle as a mode of commute or a transport. So talking about the market demand, definitely electric bicycle is demand is going to increase year by year. When we started in 2000, we started working on electric bicycle in 2018. It's been around 5 or 6 years in the industry. We have been working. So um, at that time in 2018, we could know only one brand, Lightspeed Mobility, who launched their electric bicycle in Indian market, and the second one who came very soon was Hero Electric. So we have seen how this industry have risen from 2018 to till date 2023. Yes, demand like exports are high. Matlab, like demand in foreign countries, European countries is more with respect to electric bicycle as compared to India. But market is there and market is increasing. So electric bicycles definitely have a potential to shape the future of urban mobility and sustainable transportation. So collective effort, yes, definitely that is a very important thing. When we are doing intersection of technology and environment, collective effort is one thing that becomes a responsibility more than a choice. So collaborations need to be done, awareness need to be done, So the slogan, I call for the slogan that Ride for the Earth. That is the motive behind that. That we need to promote electric bicycle at the forefront of sustainable mobility, calling with the slogan like Ride for the Earth. So that is a collective effort for the environmental freedom and the sustainable mobility that we can make together. So we are Go Sporty. Yeah, obviously, our electric bicycle brand is Go Sporty, and we specialize in electric bicycle. We have this model. This is a inbuilt frame model. That means the battery is integrated in the down tube of the bicycle, and we are coming up with the next model in the battery is detachable in upcoming months. So we are providing light, horn, motor, battery. So we are providing all the features that make a ride comfortable for the rider. So definitely, it is an eco-friendly and hassle-free companion to commute in cities traffic. It also helps to reduce carbon emission and promote sustainability. And it also aligns with the goal of reducing the carbon emission, sustainable mobility, and definitely we call out for the increasing awareness and adoption of electric vehicles. So I'll drop down to the conclusion. Um, definitely that electric bicycles, choosing electric bicycle as a mode of commute is kind of responsibility more than a personal preference or a personal choice, because you are making it for the planet, you are making it for the environment, you are making it for reducing the carbon footprint. It's not about me, it's not about a brand goes put, it's not about single industry, it's about the collective effort from every industry, from every country, that we need to make towards contributing to reducing the carbon emissions that is going to pose a major consequences in the coming time. Even 2023 is accounted as the hottest year. So we are definitely already facing so much of challenges with respect to the climate change. So this is all I had to say. If there are any question and answers, we can have discussion on the same. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Participants, you have any other questions? Thank you, ma'am, for the nice session.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you. And if you are having any other questions, please uh, ask or comment in the chat box.
Any questions we can discuss, or I've already given my contact number, email ID in this last slide. Or okay, what
Yeah,
is battery? So the current chemistry, that is an NMC chemistry, we are using in electric bicycle, we are giving 2 years warranty for our battery. The life cycle is around 800 to 1000 cycles for the kind of cells we are using in our battery, and 2 years warranty we provide in the same. So yes, I'll drop my email ID and contact number also, in case anyone wants to reach out to me for any further queries or questions or any kind of collaboration or anything. Yes.
so is there any R&D firm is working on that, or you are assembling and making that product?
Yeah, so batteries we are making in-house, and we are getting raw materials sourced for the batteries, and we are assembling it and making the batteries. So obviously, Tata Chemicals, Reliance, Exide, they are setting up these lithium cell manufacturing plants, and obviously the skill for the material synthesis, and for the in the in the industry of cell manufacturing is going to get increased requirement for the skills. Yes, and a lot of researchers, our PhD researchers in ISC Bangalore, they are also working towards the same. Ola is working towards improving the energy density cycle life of their batteries.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yes.
And one more thing, actually, is there any partnership with inside your uh, Gosport industry itself for any component, any other component?
For the manufacturing of the
Yeah.
component.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are making in-house batteries for ourselves. We are looking forward to put up a plant for the electric motors also, and like frames of the electric bicycle in coming years. Definitely, when the demands for the electric bicycle and the awareness gets increased and people start accepting electric bicycle as their mode of transportation more and more in the micro mobility segment. So we look forward to setting a plant, because at this scale we also need to talk about the economic viability. So when we talk about sustainability, we talk about the economic aspect, we talk about the social aspect, we also talk about environmental aspect. Considering all these three aspects, we need to go towards a viable solution. Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So is there any other queries from the audience? Please unmute and ask. Ma'am, I think so. Nothing is pending, I think
We
so.
have
So,
actually,
yeah.
um,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thanks for accepting our invitation, and we're grateful to you and for introducing about your firm and the product. So I have some questions regarding the sustainability part of it.
Okay.
You were telling about the circular economy and sustainability, and how it is important when we adopt bicycles. So in our country, we don't have an ecosystem for that, actually. See, when we travel Scandinavian countries or Europe, they have a separate bike path. And you have a lot of shops which sell the products or byproducts or accessories connected with the bikes and all, bicycles. And of course, we have to ride along with the lorry or the heavy trucks. And that is the ecosystem here. We don't have a separate path and all. So, are you people made any effort on this? Maybe some draft document to help the government, because then it can become something, a sustainable product, because as we use for regular bicycles, we cannot use it. So we have to make an ecosystem for that. Can you
Yes.
comment on this?
Yes, that is a major challenge in adopting electric bicycle as a mode of commute, even if we are using it for a micro mobility. In where the road conditions are very good, people are using it, but where there is like not there is no proper ecosystem for the same, people themselves hesitate to adopt electric bicycle as a mode of commute. So that is a challenge we have acknowledged way back in like 2020 or 21, that people need to have separate lanes, and several like petitions are also going on in the social arena for the same. But we as individual company, we haven't taken the responsibility as of now to approach to the government and draft a document. Definitely we look forward to drafting a document after you have proposed, like we should make a draft, we should make a document and propose it to the government. And if as an industry, as an electric bicycle industry, if all of the companies that are existing in the market, we come together and we propose it to the government, definitely some ecosystem, maintaining the ecosystem and building a ecosystem for the electric bicycle, we can have, or we can look forward to the building ecosystem in India. So definitely we'll work towards it. That will be on my agenda to approach the government with the draft and all.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
we do look forward for that, because see, that's an essential part of adapting a bicycle, especially a country like India. Of course, there are some environments where we can adapt very quickly, like metro cities and all. But still, our metro cities are not that much comfortable to adapt it. But still, we can work out, as you suggested.
Yeah, we should collectively, if I talk about industry should collectively work towards, and that becomes the major roadblock to that is taking initiative, then making these kinds of lot of efforts towards the same. So initiative and making efforts, who takes the initiative? That is the major problem and question mark in the industry one faces. I alone proposing a draft document will not solve the problem, I think. Come industry experts, leaders in electric bicycle industry, all the companies should come forward and join hands together, and they should draft and be after the government to build an ecosystem for the same. That will majorly help with building the ecosystem in India.
Absolutely. Actually, we would like to hear from you people, because you are the major contributors, because you know how it works and how much extent that it is required. The technicality, the serviceability, the overheads coming up, and how the government can build the roads in that way. So I think you can input on this. Anyway, I represent actually the renewable energy industry here.
Okay.
Other than the responsibility of chair IEEE chapter, we have an expo coming up in February.
Okay.
My organization is organizing in Trivandrum, the
Okay.
capital city. It will be a kind of exhibition on renewables and e-mobility.
Okay.
So I will be in touch with you.
Definitely, sir. I'll be more than happy to get connected with you for the same.
We are very happy to see you there with a booth and all, or maybe some products with some products, so that people can see that how it is important and what are the major variants available, how it is affordable and all. So thanks again, and from the PS chapter, and I do look forward for it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. I do look forward to connecting with you. I'll be asking your contact number or contact details from Rahul. So maybe you can share it with me, and we can get connected for the expo.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it is connected with PS Kerala chapter, it is a long-term connection. Yeah, we can expect
Thank
that.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Neha. Actually, we did sort of lot of learning from a lot of courage. Your entrepreneurship and journey, I know past 3 to 4 years, so I know that. So, congratulations and best wishes for your ventures. Thank you once again for coming for IEEE Kerala chapter and IEEE YP platform. Yep. Thank you once again on behalf of IEEE Kerala chapter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
ഷാനി ഉണ്ടോ? ഷാനി വിട്ടോ?
ഇല്ല സർ.
ഷാനി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, ഇപ്പൊ ഇറങ്ങി.
പ്ലസ് ലൈഫ് സ്റ്റൈൽ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്താൽ
ഷാനി എടുത്ത് വിളിക്കാൻ പറയണേ.